Well, here's an interesting little story that just happened today. The painters who were still in my house working heard on the radio that there was a kangaroo just up the road around the corner from my house. So I grabbed my camera and went looking for him. When I finally found where he was located, I came across a police car and 3 police officers keeping an eye on him so he doesn't get away. They were waiting for wildlife rescuers to show up to tranquilise the animal to take it to safety. Now, kangaroos are nothing really special in Australia. They're one of the iconic animals people know Australia for. Koalas, platypus and kangaroos. But kangaroos are literally everywhere across Australia. You literally can't go for a drive in the countryside without almost hitting a kangaroo. But for a kangaroo to come into the suburbs, that is rare. It happens so rarely that every time it does happen, it makes the news. Well, this kangaroo might not make it in a story on the news tonight, but I'm going to be doing a story on it because it was just near my house. So the wildlife rescue people told me it was most likely a male around 65 to 70 kilograms, possibly a female with a joey in the pouch, but they couldn't get close enough to see. Now, as long as you don't get close enough and, block it in or corner it, it won't feel threatened enough to attack. They just wanted to take it back to a safe location out in the countryside. So when the wildlife rescuers showed up, they made a plan with the police of how to block it off, so they could approach it with blankets and a needle full of tranquilizer, so they could tranquilize it for an hour, transport it safely back to the countryside and let it go. But as everyone started approaching the kangaroo, it slipped through a hole in the shrubbery and made a run for it, and we all gave chase. We found it very shortly just around the corner up the next road, but again it got through the blockade and ran away. After that we gave chase for the next 20 minutes but we couldn't find it. And we went up the road for about 5 minutes and we came up to this lady sitting on a seat at a bus stop, and she pointed out that she saw it heading down a path back towards the countryside. I did ask the police how did it get here, and pretty much everyone agreed it just wandered in from the countryside. One of the wildlife rescuers told me that because of the fires in the countryside recently, that they've been moving closer into the suburbs because their habitat's been destroyed. But in the end, even though we weren't able to capture it safely and return it back to his own area, it seems like he headed back to his own area on his own. So all's well that ends well. Anyway, that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.